I know 2020 was difficult for so many reasons, and
Hmm.
there's 162 games on the calendar already for 2021. I don't know how
Yeah.
you feel about that, but I'm also curious to know, like, what things could happen that would instantly make next season easier for you, more normal for you?
No more COVID.
Yeah,
Uh,
well,
yeah,
obviously.
I think you know the hardest part about last year was um, man. I mean, I feed off a crowd big time, and so not having a crowd there was definitely tough. I mean, travel mass in the clubhouse at all times
Yeah,
was tough, especially when you're trying to get ready for a game and one person can get in the hot tub and then they have to drain it and disinfect it and then fill it back up. And, we're talking about 15, 20 minutes was just not a lot of time. But, when you have a whole team and when you have a specific schedule of when you get to the field, it's kind of like A, B, and C. And those were the hardest challenges within the clubhouse of, only two or three people in the cage at this time. You have to have time slots in the cage, and once you get down to the field, make sure you're wearing your mask going down. So there's just a bunch of different things that were tough, especially with travel and wearing your mask. And not more than two or three people can stand up in the aisle at a time. And once you get off the plane and get on the bus, the whole bus everybody has to get off the bus at one time, and then the next plane can, and then the next bus can go. So
right,
I think that this sounds like such um, like minute things, like small things, but when you're used to traveling a certain way,
right.
it adds a good hour onto your travel.
Yeah.
But those were probably the biggest things I would have to say, the hurdles that we had to get through.
Totally understand. I mean, it's you're used to a routine, and when you break your routine, it's hard to perform as expected, as people expect you to on the outside when they don't know what's going on the inside. So I mean, 162 right now.
Yeah,
For next year, I'm not betting on that. Would
yeah.
Would you bet on that right now?
I mean, let's
Right now,
grind.
let's be honest. Right
Right,
now,
right, right now.
yeah,
That's a great question. I believe that we can get it done. I think that we honestly can. I think that the rules that are going to be put in place might be a little different than what we had in the past, but I think we can get it done. If something comes up and numbers are looking different and something happens, I mean, I'll be so candid right now. Whenever I see something on like political or any, I don't really click on it or I don't really view it, just because like I feel like during the season I was so bogged down with all that stuff. I was like,
yeah.
listen, I just need to put it down, get away. So I honestly, me and my wife haven't eaten at a restaurant since March. So we're still taking a bunch of precautions. The gym I work out at right now only is allowing about 5 to 6 guys in there at a time, before they can get everybody out disinfected and stuff. So we're still being as careful as we can. Maybe I need to do some homework on seeing how 162 will play out. But what are your thoughts?
No, it's just that right now I don't see it. I mean, to your point, if some things change and
Yeah.
improve,
Uh-huh.
then I can see it. I just think that, of course, they would lay out that schedule, and I do think that that's the goal. It's more of an optimal goal right now than it is a reality. It could become a reality to what you're saying.
Yeah.
I just think at this point, a lot's going to have to improve before you guys go back to flying to the East Coast on a regular basis,
yeah.
and doing all the normal stuff that you do.
Okay.
I just don't think you guys are set up for that right now.
I understand. When Bomel called us in for that meeting and said everybody go home, that was probably the weirdest meeting I've ever had in my entire life. He was like, "Go home, season's canceled for right now."
Right.
And the crazy thing is, in a weird way, it felt like there was like so much time and like money wasted. Like you go out and you have to think about this. Like guys had to ship their cars out there, and then you have to pay for a place and live out there
Right.
for a month and a half or whatever it is. And then he says go home, and then you have to ship your car back, and then you pay for this place that you're like, okay, was that even worth it? Like so, um, yeah, we'll see.
That's
I'm
what
excited.
that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying though. It's better. I'd rather you guys play 100 and feel good about it and do it right than struggle through
Yeah,
162 and
I
whatever.
agree.
So,
Okay, I agree. I'm
hey,
with you.